Go Media, Mount Smart Stadium. Sam Tanner smiling. Sam Ruth's right there.
One of the country's top Olympic running coaches says Sam Ruthe has breathed new light into the future of middle distance running in New Zealand. The Tauranga 15-year-old became the youngest person to run a sub-4-minute mile in Auckland last night.
He wasn't even old enough to drive, but on March 19th, 2025, 15-year-old Sam Ruthe ran a mile faster than most Olympic finalists, breaking a barrier that's haunted runners for decades. So how did a teenager from New Zealand do the impossible? A legacy in the genes. Sam Ruthe comes from a family steeped in running excellence. His grandmother, Rosemary Sterling, was a Commonwealth Games 800-meter champion in 1970 and set a UK record in the 1972 Olympics. His grandfather, Trevor Wright, earned silver at the 1971 European Marathon Championships and placed third in the first London Marathon in 1981. Both his parents were New Zealand champions too. So when Sam first laced up spikes, the DNA for greatness was already there. But even with elite genetics, success was never guaranteed. Sam had to learn discipline early. He wasn't the flashiest kid on the start line, nor the loudest. What set him apart was something harder to define, a calm determination that quietly unsettled his rivals. Coaches noticed that while others sprinted hard early, Sam paced his runs with the patience of someone much older. That ability to stay composed, even when trailing, became one of his greatest strengths. Racing. Only after 13, but already ticking world. Best times, Sam's parents didn't let him compete seriously until he was 13, in an effort to keep running fun. Yet once he began, records tumbled. By November 2024, at age 15, he had shattered the national under-17 and U18 3,000-meter record with a time of approximately 8 minutes and 9 seconds in Auckland. A few months later, in January, he raced his first mile in 4 minutes, 1.72 seconds, already faster than any known best for his age group. That race didn't just put him on the map, it set expectations ablaze. Track analysts began whispering if he could cut just a few more seconds, he might break the unthinkable barrier before turning 16. But whispers turned into shouts when in February, at the Hastings National Championships, he won the senior 3,000-meter title in 7 minutes 56.18 seconds, setting another age group world record and becoming the youngest man ever to win a national senior title in New Zealand. A few days later, he lowered the world age 15 best over 1,500 meters with a 3:41.25 run, beating Jakob Ingebrigtsen's long-standing mark. March 19th, 2025, Auckland, ACA Mile Night, that evening at ACA Smart Stadium in Auckland, conditions where tricky rain had threatened the meet, but by race time, the clouds cleared just enough. Sam lined up alongside two-time Olympian Sam Tanner, his training partner. Tanner paced him through the first laps, urging him onward. With each lap split, the crowd could feel something special unfolding.
Strung things out. Sam Tanner continues to press this pace.
Turning the final bend, Sam threaded through with precision and grit, then crossed the line in 3:58.35. He was just 15 years and 341 days old, making him not only the first 15-year-old ever under 4 minutes, but also younger than Jakob Ingebrigtsen was when he ran 3:58.07 at age 16 years and 250 days in 2017. The moment stunned even seasoned runners. Coaches who had seen decades of racing called it one of the cleanest executions they'd ever witnessed. He didn't just run fast, he ran smart, methodical, and fearless. Those three qualities combined are rare, especially in someone who hasn't even finished high school, outpacing legends and shattering expectations. Before that night, the youngest sub-4 record had belonged to Jakob Ingebrigtsen. Ingebrigtsen became the youngest ever in 2017. Now, Ruthe beat that younger, and by nearly a year. Australian Cameron Myers had come closer, running 3:55.44 as a 16-year-old in 2023, younger than Ingebrigtsen, but still older than Ruthe. So Sam Ruthe didn't just break a time, he shattered the age barrier. He's now the youngest sub-4 miler ever, and he became the 49th Kiwi to break 4 minutes, with Ben Wall also dipping just under minutes later at the same meet, exactly 49th and 50th from New Zealand. His run wasn't a fluke, it was the product of calculated training, a supportive family legacy, and a quiet obsession with beating his own best. Sam isn't chasing medals, he's chasing the clock, every second chipped away like sculpting stone. And that's what makes his story different. He isn't just faster than his peers, he's thinking 3 moves ahead. Humble ambition and grounded perspective. Even after making history, Sam keeps it simple. He described himself as slightly worse than the next person I'm trying to beat. He said that if running ever stops being fun, his times will drop. His childhood coach allowed him to play and enjoy the sport until age 13, and that joy remains central to his mindset. He also expressed excitement for the future, describing this milestone as perhaps his favorite goal yet, and hinted at a plan to train in the U.S. with an eye toward the 2028 Olympics. What separates Sam isn't just his discipline, but how he processes pressure. In interviews, he rarely talks about records. Instead, he focuses on rhythm, race feel, and mental space. He's not trying to prove anyone wrong, he's proving to himself that he can keep evolving. For someone barely 16, that's a rare mindset. Standing on giant shoulders, New Zealand's rich mile heritage. New Zealand has long been a powerhouse in the mile. Jack Lovelock won Olympic gold in 1936. Peter Snell dominated middle distance in the early 1960s. John Walker became the first under 350 miler and finished Olympic champion in 1976. More recently, Nick Willis kept the tradition alive with medals across 2 Olympic Games and a legendary streak of sub-4 miles stretching decades. Sam Ruthe now joins that lineage. As a teenager, he's taking New Zealand's legacy into the next chapter, already rewriting the age record books. What comes next? Olympics in sight and want of more. By late March, Sam was set to compete at the Maury Plant Meet in Melbourne, likely facing Cameron Myers and other rising athletes in a landmark showdown. Myers had first grabbed headlines himself in 2023, and by now holds the fastest mile ever by a 16-year-old. In early 2025, he also set a new under-20 indoor world record in the mile. All eyes were on how Sam would stack up when he ran open-age races in Melbourne. Meanwhile, his personal bests kept tumbling. After the mile breakthrough, he lowered his 1,500-meter PB to 340.12 in Melbourne on March 29th, then in July ran 349.17 in Los Angeles at the Sound Running Sunset Tour, breaking his own national U17 and U18 mark yet again. He has Olympic goals not just as a dream, but as a clear mission. He's talked about training in the U.S. to prep for 2028. At each race, he's proving that age is no barrier and that the world stage could be next. Handling fame, expectations, and the future. At 15, Sam Ruthe is already a record breaker, yet he stays grounded, modest, focused on fun, and unshaken by early fame. His father praised his composure under pressure, remarking on how shy and calm Sam remained even after crossing into history. Still, stepping into open competition means confrontation with seasoned elites and the attention that comes with it. The meet in Melbourne and his future races will test how he handles pressure on bigger stages, but his attitude playing it down. Staying humble suggests he has the head to go far. For now, Sam isn't caught in the spotlight. He's still training like any other high schooler. Wake up early, school, run, rest, repeat. But with each performance, he edges closer to global attention. And he's doing it without fanfare, just foot strike after foot strike, lap after lap. Conclusion. March 19th, 2025 changed everything. A 15-year-old from Tauranga shattered a time once thought reserved for seasoned champions. Sam Ruthe's 358.35 mile didn't just break 4 minutes. It shattered age conventions, made history, and announced a new era in middle distance running. He's the latest in a chain of New Zealand legends: Lovelock, Snell, Walker, Willis, and now he's writing his own chapter. But what sets him apart isn't just the time, it's the balance of raw talent, rooted joy, and mature ambition that moves him forward. If he stays humble, hungry, and focused on enjoyment, that record-breaking run may just be the opening act. The next acts could be Olympic finals, global titles, and proving that for Sam Ruthe, the 4-minute barrier was only the beginning. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more untold sports stories, rising stars, and incredible moments like this. Got a runner in mind we should cover next? Drop it in the comments.